live stream, short one before the video premiere. Read some news recently that Morocco is again extending the state of emergency. And I hear from some people over there, there's fears of even a deeper lockdown to go down. There's been an easing of restrictions, beaches, pools. I heard even cinemas are open, but there's a detection of the Delta variant in Morocco. Morocco opened borders on June 15th and has seen some tourists coming in, and with that brings new variations of the coronavirus to Morocco. So cases after a big downward trend have begun going up again, and that's disheartening to see. The government's calling for the preventative measures still in place, such as social distancing, wearing a mask properly in public, and hoping things go better with that. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. 33 of you quite quickly. Jawad says Buenos Aires. Welcome. Another sad news is Tokyo is not going to have any spectators in their Olympics. So it'll be kind of a boring event for the athletes without everyone cheering them on, but at least they get to compete this year, even after a stick was thrown in their spokes of training. So I know Morocco's got some athletes, I think about 50 this year competing in sports such as boxing, judo, and the classic Moroccan, I know they're good at this, is the running distance events. Not super distance, but that medium distance. So looking forward to watching the Olympics. Hopefully some Moroccans could pull home some medals, and of course Ramsey is competing in the shortboard category in surfing this year. So hoping to see some good Moroccan surfing in the Olympics. Slovenia has also got its handful of athletes, less than Morocco, but still some in sports such as rock climbing. The Slovenian specialty is cycling, as well as a couple swimmers. I checked out the USA roster. Oh, Slovenia has also got the basketball team in there, led by Luka Doncic. So congratulations for them. Andrea's father was very excited about that. Checked out the USA roster. It's stacked of Olympians, like 500 or 600 athletes. Swimming is looking strong. Of course, the basketball team is going to be doing well, so that's exciting. 4th of July, I did a live stream about Americans keeping their guns, freedom, and money, and then it was a horrible weekend for gun violence, still better than the year before. I think 230 people were fatally shot in the U.S. over the 4th of July weekend. Good evening, Aisha, Blocking the Rock. Habib, welcome to the chat. Some news from Chicago. There was a man staying at a hotel overlooking a popular area in Chicago, Navy Pier. Cleaning lady went in and she found a pistol and a rifle with a scope by the window, and she reported it. Man went on bail for $10,000. He posted the bail. I think that's, you got to post 10%. So he gave him $1,000. Now he's free to go to Iowa. So quite a low bond for having essentially a sniper rifle in the corner of a hotel room on 4th of July weekend. Not very cool. Don Omar has, when are you going to come to Morocco again? That's everyone's question, and it's so hard to say that. You know, the coronavirus is in flux. Our family is in flux. Welcome, Andrea. I was waiting for your neighbors to quiet down. They were in the pool, and then they were shouting on the balcony, so I wanted to do this earlier. We're just getting to it now. We got a premiere coming up in 7 minutes, so this is going to be a short live stream. I think that's a tractor going down the street. You might hear some chickens cooing and stuff here in Rockik. Quite the crazy place. The neighbors got some kittens. I'm going to start bringing some cat food out here, so maybe they'll come talk to me and let me pet them. So where are we on the agenda here? Slovenia is lagging behind in vaccinations. I believe compared to Morocco, they have a similar percentage of people fully vaccinated, something like 30%. But Morocco's obviously got like 15 times the people, 30 million versus about 2 million here. And Yanis Yashna, I believe that's how you say it, is the prime minister. I read in the news that if vaccination rates don't go up, they're looking to do another lockdown in fall, which would be a total bummer. But I guess when you have a baby, it's lockdown is you're going to be in the house anyways. But we're still trying to get to Morocco, and God willing that this coronavirus thing will settle down by then. I got my vaccination. I didn't die. Had some side effects, but hopefully we're on our way. You know, they're really putting pressure on this. In Slovenia, I've seen a lot of people traveling. We just took a little trip to the northwest corner of the country. That's what tonight's video is about, so I hope you stick around for that premiere in 5 minutes. And I saw a lot of people from Germany. They had their vans here. We saw some Hungarians, some people from Czech, and I think some Belgians even. So a lot of people traveling to Slovenia these days. Europe seems to be more open. What I read about the USA is they're doing great this summer. You know, people are thriving. They say 6 out of 10 people describe themselves as thriving in the USA. So that's good to hear. There's so many jobs, good jobs. People aren't going back to work for Uber or Lyft. They're struggling in that gig economy to find workers. So things going well in the USA. As you saw, the souk here, very expensive. We're going to do another local market. Hopefully it's cheaper, as well as some grocery stores. In Morocco, the grocery stores are more expensive, but I think here in Slovenia, they'll be less expensive, we hope. And of course, in Haiti, there was assassination on the president, which is terrible. There's been some chaos going on there. I recently read about the history of Haiti. They got freedom from France in 1805, I believe. And then some years later, a king sent some military ships there saying, you guys owe us for the French colonists, you need to pay them back. So then they're in debt, and then the dictators in the 20th century, some American occupation as well with more forced labor. And then they sent the UN in there to create peace, and then there's just cholera outbreaks and an earthquake, and now this assassination happened. They have like 2 constitutions going on right now. They're not really clear what the chain of command is, so they don't want to call it a state of emergency. I think they're calling it a state of siege is the situation going on in Haiti right now. So we're hoping for things to resolve there. There was gunfire between what they believe the Spanish-speaking assailants were. They had posed as American DEA agents at the president's house. I don't know why you would open for them. Why are you visiting the president's house at 1 in the morning? You know, it's like, I'm the president. I don't have any drug involvement with the USA. So it's a little confusing there what the situation is. The wife was shot as well, and she got transferred to the USA for medical treatment to Florida, and people fear that the assassins fled over to the Dominican Republic. They share land border. They closed down the air traffic and everything, but hoping for a resolution and peace for the people there. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough 200 years, it looks like, for Haiti. That's all I got to say. I got time for one question here. If Andrea's got anything highlighted. Normally, if you stop drinking, you lose weight. That's not the case. I'm eating. I ate some fried chicken wings today. I'm already working on my dad bod. I read that when you become a father, you just gain weight. I don't know if it's evolution. I thought once the baby comes, you gain weight, but I've been trying to keep up with Andrea's weight gain in this pregnancy, so yeah, I hope for no more lockdowns. Yeah, no surfing. That's definitely something to do with it, Andrea. But I'm getting back into the yoga, going hard with that. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no more lockdowns. Let's hope not. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Rayan is becoming a new follower to Mor Acro Channel now. I don't know Rayan, but yeah. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Tune into the video today. Really beautiful Slovenian nature from the Julian Naps, and we'll see you next time on the channel.